100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jet. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
So hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls
and the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
rocket like rocket fuel.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not save us, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 5-8, over. 15, check right, 15. Check.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready, 5-9. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hey, Delta.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Throwing now is Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Scott. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
11. Hey, Alpha.
Shit.
Under.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
11. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Chavo.
Line 36. You ain't going nowhere.
No.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Trying to improvise. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
0-2.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
40-yard line.
5.
Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check.
On the carry, this is Scott. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Demario Davis there on the stop. On second down, it's Scott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Fights off the defender. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
At the 1 yard line.
Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal.
Hey, alert 3. Whip. Watch for your
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 36.
Go.
I'm here all day. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
You're good. Mike 4, ready. Good night.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
36 to Mike. Man out.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Murray. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Check three. We got 21. 20 seconds.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Scott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
74.
On 2nd and 12. Wentz. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing now is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ready. Kill. Yellow lady.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Easy. Sammy.
Stop. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Now Breeze. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Switch, switch, switch.
Here's Scott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Just like that. Just like that.
They go again with Scott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Breeze now to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
With it is Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
36 to Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
17. Saints 3.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. 12, 12, 12.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Easy, opposite.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Hey, Foxtrot.
You get
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Line 36. Line 36. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Here we go.
Let's bring it. Watch 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, easy. 11. Hey, Alpha.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Watch the curl.
Mike 36.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effurt there. They want to make sure it pays off.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
0-2. Bravo.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Sled. Check 31.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
On second down, it's Scott. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Breeze to try again after the pick-6. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 the mic. Come up the ball.
Throwing now is Breeze. Now a desperate. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Got a man up, and it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch this.
To try again after the sack. Breeze, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.